Alex Clarke from Denison Yachting, and I'm coming to you from the 2024 Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, where I'm at the Denison Yachting display, where I'm about to showcase to you UPTIGHT. She's a 2022 Cantiere delle Marche, or CdM as she's known, Darwin 106. This was specifically built for an owner who obviously has a big interest in fishing internationally, globally. So we came up with the idea of adding this cockpit. There is a reinforced puller belt around the waterline. So what that means is they've strengthened it with thicker steel than the rest of the vessel, rest of the hull, because this owner's intentions originally were to do the Northwest Passage. So this is a very capable explorer, cruise around the polar regions. If you wanted to go down to Ushuaia, if you wanted to go up to Alaska, this boat is already put together, all ready to go. We're seeing a trend in the industry today for beach clubs back aft, right? A garage, something like that. In this boat, totally different. If you're a sport fish guy, you know exactly where I'm standing right now. We basically have what would be the equivalent of a cockpit on a sport fish boat attached to an expedition yacht. We've got beautiful seating here. Beneath this, you have extra freezer space for your bait. You've got a live bait well, both in the deck here and also built into the transom. Everything that you would expect to find on a massive sport fish boat are here on board UPTIGHT. The lazarette's a fantastic space. You've got storage for your dive gear, fishing gear, extra refrigeration, freezer space. You've got your shore power converters. And one of my favorite features on board, you have a quick fill station so you can actually siphon diesel off of the main tanks and fill up your custom Costoli tender or Firefly tender, which actually has a diesel outboard engine. Just forward of your lazarette area, you have what I would consider a massive engine room for a yacht this size. It's something that you would typically find on a larger boat. You've got C18s on here, main engines. You've got two Kohler 55 kW generators. You have easy access to all your major machinery because that allows you to keep a routine maintenance program. It's really going to help with the quality of the yacht in the long term. We're now located on the main deck aft. Obviously behind me, you've got a beautiful sitting area. You've got a high-low table. This area can completely transform into a lounge area or for formal dining. You've got air conditioning here that can also create heat when you enclose the entire space. The starboard and the port side, you've got walkarounds that go to about midship. You've got stairs that give you direct access to the boat deck above. And obviously these doors here bring us into the main salon. Here we are in the main salon, multiple areas combined into one. So you have your lounge area, kind of a bar area back aft, formal dining, and then you have the galley. And what I love about the galley is it's currently in its mode as an open galley. With a touch of a button, you have this one-way mirror that allows the chef and the stews to still be able to see the guests if you want to have that different style of service that evening rather than the family style, which is so common on board. This galley was designed to be used by both the family and also by the chef on board the yacht. So you have your center island here, great visibility with the two windows, and forward of me are the crew areas on board. You have 3 cabins forward on the main deck. You also have a crew area or a crew lounge just after that. You've got a laundry facility, and that's all located forward on the main deck. We are now arriving in the lower guest accommodations where you have the 5 guest cabins. And while we're down here, I wanted to point out that each Cantiere delle Marche has a different interior decor. They're custom built to each individual client. It's very bespoke interior. So you got a lot of metalwork, individual pieces customized for that individual boat. So you're gonna see some of these themes throughout the interior decor, through the guest cabins, that high pedigree build quality that really makes CdM one of the best in the world. Your aft 2 cabins are your VIP. So I'm now on the port side. You have a mirror image to starboard. You've got your queen berth. Love some of the detail work like the leather headboards or the way that the overheads are done on the ceiling panels with the backlighting. And then each cabin is an ensuite, and you'll find that behind the door here. To port here and to starboard are your 2 smaller cabins. Both of them have single berths. The one to starboard actually has a Pullman, so I call that the bunk room. Great for families. Sleeps 3 there, sleeps 2 in the port, both en suites. Lower deck, all the way forward, your second master cabin. Really love this space. Very tricky on how to utilize the space. They've come up with some really nice design plans, such as keeping this closet area behind the berth wide open. Beautiful leather work. You have your vanity over here. To starboard, you have your ensuite. You have a shower, toilet, and sink. Whole area can be enclosed with a sliding door here. Below these steps, You have access to a crawl space down there that's about maybe 5 feet in height. You have access to your boilers, tank spaces, equipment, spares, fantastic area on board. Wrapping it up here in the guest accommodations, we're gonna head up to the upper deck where we're gonna find the owner's suite and the wheelhouse. In the suite itself, you have his and hers closets, you have a desk area, and then directly into the ensuite behind where you have a rain shower, his and her sinks, and the head. So this is what it's all about. This is why I'm finding it's becoming more and more popular for owners to request not a sky lounge, but a private owner's deck on the upper level. Doors slide away, and you immediately have access to this entire space right here. As mentioned before, we're in the boat show, so the Castoli tender that typically lives here is off the boat. We have this loose furniture. We have 4 Shea lounge chairs, some loose furniture here. Great space. Now these stairs lead up to the upper deck, to the Sundeck. We're gonna come back to them in a minute, and now we're gonna go to the wheelhouse forward on this deck. Love the wheelhouse. First thing you're gonna notice, 4 glass panel monitors, forward raked windows, great visibility. You've got all your navigation equipment, nicely laid out, easily accessible. What I really love is you have chart tables both to starboard and to port, something that the captain can go over with the guest on board. You've got a sitting area behind me, substantial sitting area. And then from here, both to port and to starboard, you have access outside into your wing stations. Our final stop is the Sundeck. Large dining area here, beautiful bar. I think it's a really innovative design. Proper propane, huge Lynx grill, bar area. It's very windy here at the show, but you've got your sunshades, beautiful custom jacuzzi with mosaic tile inside. This is a great opportunity for somebody to buy something. Very rare opportunity to own a late model Cantiere delle Marche. All the kinks have been worked out of it. She's a low-hour engine boat. Maintenance has been spot on. If you'd like to learn more, I have a full presentation, a brochure, technical details available. I'm Alex Clarke with Denison Yachting. Please reach out. Happy to get in touch with you.